Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I would like to talk about something very interesting for investors, a very long-term plan. It's dividends. One of my friends today, he asked me, well, how do you know Tesla will be paying dividends, or has anyone said anything about this? Recently, the shareholder meeting, this was like the beginning of this month in Giga Texas, Elon was asked a dividend question. Is Tesla about to be paying dividends in the next 2 years? And he had a very reasonable response. Usually, companies are starting to pay dividends when they are at the peak of their growth. And what he said, uh, Tesla hasn't, like, they have a lot of things to invest their money in. Like, they just announced the Tesla bot, they announced Dojo, the supercomputers will become like larger and larger, and they will be able to invest, if not tens, like hundreds of billions, maybe someday, in a gigantic computer. Right now, their biggest computer, I think the training network, is around 11,000 something GPUs, which is like insane. It's mind blowing. So, dividends are not gonna be soon for Tesla but this is great. This means that the company has a lot of growth in front of it, which is why we invest in Tesla. It's a growth stock, of course. It's one of the best growth stocks. They're telling you that they are expecting to be growing by at least 50% compound year over year for the next 10 years. And when you do the math, like, this is on average. Some years they might be growing faster, some years they might be growing slower, because when you get to 10, 12, 13, 15 million vehicles per year, you cannot expect 50% growth that year, the next year, obviously. So, what does this mean? We're just talking 50% for vehicles, but they will be growing battery production, they will be producing robots, and they're gonna have cameras, they're gonna have chips, they're gonna have electric motors, they're gonna have just great stuff. They will also be they said that they will be having one car of each type. Basically, they're gonna have a minivan, they're gonna have a pickup truck, they're gonna have a semi, they're gonna have the roadster, the sports car, the new beautiful roadster. And many people, it was in the Joe Rogan Experience, the roadster, we're gonna have a SpaceX package with rocket thrusters. uh, we're looking for 1.1 seconds in 100 kilometers, like, yeah, 0 to 100 in 1.1 seconds. This is engineering explained. Explained that this is the physically possible. He said 10,000 newton meters of torque, and this is just insane. So just look up the video, it's great. So just they have a lot of things to invest in the future. So instead of just paying their shareholders the cash that they have on hand, they are willing to invest this for a better development. And I just, the question from my friend just made me think, because it's a good question. People just want to get something back from their investments. It's normal, of course. I myself, I am looking for like financial freedom, and the dividends are one of the best things that you can get financial freedom from. It's great. So what people are Googling, for example, is how do I make $1,000 per month in dividends? If you multiply it by 12, you're looking for 12,000 per year just from dividends. So if this is 1%, let's say, 1% of your portfolio, you need to have 1.2 million invested. For example, in Apple. Apple, I think they're paying around 1%. If you have 1.2 million Apple shares and they pay 1% dividend, you're going to have 12,000, which is 1,000 per month. And most people can just cover their rent, they can cover their traveling, they can cover their food. And basically, if you just live frugally, as someone would, if they want to be financially free, uh, 1,000 per month is a good target, you know. But let's say Elon wants to make a joke even with the dividend. How about that? Uh, the Plaid event, he said there was a 4.2% for something, and he said this joke will never end. So, and he was also laughing at last year's battery day when the combined percentage for the kilowatt hours, like the discount, and altogether it was 69%. And he was like, "Oh, I think it's very nice that this number is 69." So my prediction for like 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 years from now, they will be paying either 4.20% dividend, or it's gonna be 6.9, just for the joke. Just Elon, uh, he wants to make jokes. He's gonna be the first Doge trillionaire. This is what he said like yesterday. So keep that in mind. Currently, the highest paying dividend companies I can see here is AT&T. They're paying a 6.93% dividend per year, which is quite nice. This is the highest. We have ExxonMobil, we have Chevron. They're around 5.8. It's a good price, but in order to be getting good dividend yield, you need to have a lot of money invested. And how do you get a lot of money invested? Well, you either have a lot of money to invest, or you're investing in growth companies and you expect them to grow, obviously. And in Tesla's case, we're expecting 50% compound per year. So let's say if 2030 you have $1 million in Tesla shares, and they start paying 4.2% dividend, which is the lower case. It's still hilarious and great. You're still in the high range of dividend paying. You, for $1 million, you will be getting $42,000 per year, which is around 3.78 thousand per month. It's great sum. It's a great sum of money for like almost anyone. If you have that high standards of living, you're not investing correctly. It depends, you know. It's not financial advice. My opinion. That's all. So if you have this target, having 1 million in Tesla shares, and to be getting $42,000 just from dividends, it means that you need to be holding for a long time, and you need to be knowing what you're doing. Also, this brings me to the diversification case. Uh, for example, Peter Lynch, Warren Buffett, the legendary investors, Charlie Munger, Mark Cuban, they don't really believe in diversification. Peter Lynch calls it diversification. And if you're looking for dividends from like one company to be high yield, if you have portfolio with 30 companies and altogether it's 1 million, and if Kevin O'Leary's mother's advice, you listen to them, oh, you need to be invested only 5% in a single company and 15% in a single sphere of the economy, like a single bracket of the, like, yeah. Nope, this is not how you get rich. You need to have a lot of money in one company in order to get a higher yield from your money, obviously, because not all 30 companies will be paying you 4.2% or 6.9% for the joke, which means that you need to have a stronger conviction, and you need to have like to not be afraid of drops in and volatility, because the stock might be dropping a lot. Like last year, it dropped by 66%. I was able to buy at great price, just excellent. So dividends are coming. Stephen Mark Ryan has a great video like for dividends because Tesla is gonna have so much money on hand, like they're not gonna be able to spend it. Right now they have around 16 something billion, and they almost paid all of their debt, paid it off. So I think they have like 2.1 billion left or something like that, and it's long term, and they're paying it earlier than they're supposed to. Also, they're going to be getting a lot of money from insurance. And actually, there is an interesting thing about insurance. It's kind of a liability, but you have the cash and you don't know what to do with it. And I respect Warren Buffett a lot, but the thing that I don't like about him is he holds like hundreds of billions of dollars in cash. Like, why? Apple has like a few hundred billion as well. You need to do something with the money. Tesla, with their small amount of 20 billion, like small amount, they bought Bitcoin. Great. They 7% of their cash went to Bitcoin because they knew that in the future years they will not be able to spend the cash. Obviously. And now they have like doubled their investment in less than 1 year. It's great. Imagine if they put 20 billion, if they were a bigger company. 20 billion, 40 billion profits from nothing. Great, it's excellent. So instead of being afraid to be the first one to do something like buy Bitcoin or accept crypto at all, you should have some balls, you know? And Tesla has big balls, the biggest balls. And in Tesla's case, they're gonna be having insurance cash. They will have software cash. They will have margin cash. So much cash. They will got 100x of their applicants for AI, and currently they have around 70 something thousand people working for them. In the future, imagine them having millions of people working for them, like tens of millions. How about that? All over the world. Great, right? Excellent. And they will be paying a lot of, and they pay high wages. It's not like they're low paid. People are happy working them. People working in Tesla, they're getting options. They can buy options like extremely cheaply. I read the book, the biography from uh, Ashley Vance. Elon was offering the Tesla employees discounts on the shares instead of raises and bonuses. And he was like, don't you understand? The Tesla shares will be much more valuable in the future. And people, not everyone was happy about this. Some people just wanted money. It's normal, you know, not everybody is an investor. But the options are great. Elon himself, his compensation plan, he will be able to buy a lot of options, like extremely cheaply, like so cheap, so cheap. That's why he will be getting even more than 21% from the company. But now he has to share, he has to sell some of his long-term options. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But all in all, they will have so much cash that for sure they will pay dividend. He said it. He said it himself at the peak of their growth, and they're just beginning. Like ICE cars are still 99.65% of the fleet. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just wait for the dividend. It's coming. Have as much of money as you can in Tesla. Hold it. You will not regret it. Just do your own research, okay? Think for yourself. Okay. Have a nice day.